All right, guys, we got this video from Students for Life. Kristan Hawkins did a speech. I don't know where university is specifically, but this guy came up to the microphone and told his story about his daughter who was tragically aborted without his consent at 5 months. It's really touching. So anyway, so just be warned. But you might get some teary eye, but it's gonna be a good one. Check it out.
As my friend said, we drove quite a little bit to be here today. Before I get into my question, I just wanted to say my daughter's name is Clementine. She was 5 months along when she was aborted in New Jersey.
Pause it real quick, Tyler.
My daughter.
Notice the language that he's using, by the way. His daughter, okay? His daughter was aborted, not his potential daughter, not his fetus, okay? His daughter was aborted at 5 months, okay? Very tragic. But listen to the language that he's using, that he might even continue using throughout this whole video. I'm very intrigued. And yeah, sorry, keep going.
Was healthy. I begged her mother not to go through with the abortion. For 5 months, we went back and forth. I don't hate my ex. I love her. And I'm working on forgiving her. She was confused, she was uncertain, and she had doubts. Mike Tyson has doubts before he gets into a ring. This was an option, and she took that option, and she regrets it now. Why do you think, and this is just a thought that just came into my head, why do you think that people dehumanize my Clementine? Why wasn't she human enough for people to help me mourn? Why wasn't she human enough for people to talk about? My mother was given birth to prematurely at 5 months. My daughter was 5 months. I didn't get to say goodbye to my daughter. I didn't know about the abortion until after it happened. I begged her not to do the appointment. She told me that she canceled it. My daughter was 5 months, and she was ripped apart. My daughter doesn't get a funeral. My daughter doesn't get respect. As my friend asked, medical testing on a healthy baby. Why? My girlfriend didn't pay for the abortion. The clinic did. How much money did they make off of my daughter's body? How many other babies?
Pause it real quick.
Did the doctor kill?
Yeah, I mean, that's such a... I'm glad he realized it. Yeah, the clinic didn't pay for that, bro. The clinic didn't actually pay for that. They profited off of that. The clinic didn't lose any money. Clinics, I don't even like to call them clinics. They're abortion mills, okay? They're concentration camps, okay? These are death mills. These are murder mills, okay? The abortion mill didn't lose any money, okay? That's a great question. How much did they make off of your daughter's body parts? That's a great question. Now, I know someone knows the answer to that. I know someone does. I don't know the answer to that, but I can tell you 100% they profited off of your daughter, off of your daughter's dead body, and over your mother, and over your ex-girlfriend's or whatever she is, off of her ignorance or off of her mistake or off of her, or obviously in her case it was premeditated. She was pondering on it. It seemed like she had a lot of information from you. So, I mean, honestly, as much as I want to say that she's a victim, and she regrets it now, and she's a victim in that sense, but, ultimately, she knows what she did was wrong, and I think she knew what she was doing was wrong too. And honestly, shame on her for going behind your back. And, I mean, I'm glad that you forgive her, and we all should forgive her and give her grace, But at the same time, this isn't. It's not like she just accidentally ran over a squirrel on the road, So, but anyway, and yeah, I mean, the abortion mill has absolutely profited off of your daughter's body, and that's just absolutely sad. I'm really heartbroken for him because he knows ultimately, and I don't know how to cope with it, especially if everyone's telling you it's not a real baby. Especially if everyone's telling you you're a man, you don't have a say in your own child's life. Especially if everyone's telling you that it's her body, her choice, it was her decision, and you're wrong to mourn over your potential daughter. It's not actually your daughter. It's just a fetus. You know, shame on people, honestly. Keep going.
Since she's been dead. This has been a month and 3 days. This happened March 12th and 13th. My daughter was conceived October 25th. She was supposed to be born July 20th. My daughter was a person.
That's right.
My daughter is an angel. And I pray for her every single day. I talk to her. I still feel like she's there. I feel like on July 20th, my daughter is going to be there. She doesn't get a funeral. I have her sonogram picture the first time I heard her heartbeat. And I bring this up to people and I say, well, she had a heartbeat. Wasn't she a person? And I'm being told she's a fetus. Which, by the way, everybody, that's Latin for offspring. Okay? So I don't know why we're speaking Latin. I speak English. And my daughter not only matters, but I do not want my daughter to be forgotten. I want my daughter's story to be talked about. I want her to be remembered. She wasn't just a fetus. And yeah, maybe she was just a 10%. Maybe. But she was a lot more than that for me. For 5 months, I'm told by my friends, I'm crying over somebody I never met before. I'm told by people, well, she wasn't even a person. She was just a fetus. She wasn't even a baby. She wasn't.
Yeah, notice this language that the pro-abortion lobby uses, right? This is why language matters, my friends. Like I said in the earlier video, pay attention to this guy's language. The story hits home so well because this guy is using a certain language, okay? He's using words that have meaning to it, right? He said, like, for example, he said, why are we saying fetus, okay? Fetus is a Latin word for offspring, okay? So imagine if we went around just saying the English word for fetus all the time, offspring, offspring, offspring. That has a lot more meaning to it than just fetus, okay? Fetus is just a Latin word for that, okay? So I don't know why we're using Latin, okay? I don't know why we're pretending like it's not what it is, because the child inside the womb, the preborn human being that is made in the image of God in the womb, is worthy of as much as protection as we are, okay? And if we use that language that he's using right there to counter the pro-choice or the pro-abortion lobby language, it paints an entirely different picture for people who maybe you're arguing against, for people who are considering getting an abortion. You know, these are things that we can use to change people's minds, okay? Even worse than this is, I mean, his friends or so-called friends using this language as well that they've been fed to try to cheer him up or try to, hey, man, get over it, you know? But this guy knows, just like we all inherently know, that the preborn is fully human, just like any of us are, okay? They're not a 3/5 of a person. They're not a 10%, like he said. They're uniquely made in the image of God with a whole new set of DNA. Like they said, like his child had a heartbeat, okay? And at 5 months, bro, your child is easily has all the what you call parts and all their I don't even know why I'm struggling to say this, but like the child has all its necessary like components, okay? That's what I'm trying to. It has all its arms, its legs, and everything. It's just growing at that point, okay? It has a fully functioning nervous system, all that stuff, and we choose to throw that away in the name of choice? That's wrong. That's wrong. And many fathers across this country have this same story. This video should be played at every abortion mill in the lobby. And I guarantee you, if every woman who was considering abortion saw this video, they would reconsider. Not just based on the music in the background or just based on the guy's sad story, but simply just the language he's using alone. Guys, my friends, that impacts a lot more than you think, okay? Humans ultimately connect to emotion, especially women. No offense to my women viewers, but it's true, okay? Women are more emotional. Men are more, physical and kind of, logical, That's why the Bible says that the man is usually the lead the wife, Anyway, keep playing it.
Fully developed. My daughter was still growing. And my relationship with my daughter was going to grow for the rest of our lives. Why isn't my daughter human enough
That's such a good
for people to care?
What?
Why isn't my daughter
Look at the language.
woman enough for her to have a body
Right.
and for her to have a choice? My original question when I was coming up here was, can I see the clamps? I don't want to see the clamps no more. I've heard enough about it, and I've seen the pictures. And yeah, the guy said Wi-Fi and Google search. You could Google what it looks like. It's out there. I did. I wouldn't recommend it. I still have nightmares. My daughter was going to be beautiful, but now I don't know where she is. I'm just so confused. I get it. I'm just a man. You know what I mean? But men, we're not supposed to have feelings. As a father, because I'm still a father. As a father, I'm just supposed to forget. I'm just supposed to move on. And I'm confused. So my question really isn't for you because you understand. My question is really for society. Why doesn't my daughter matter? Why wasn't she enough? Why didn't she get a chance to live? And ultimately, no, I'm not blaming my ex. She had doubt, and she regrets it. Ultimately, this is our government's fault. We've stopped evil laws in the past, in America, in Germany.
Can we pause it?
You guys know what I'm talking about.
That is, oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Yes. People don't understand this. And I might get some flack from the pro-life community on this take, but this is what I fully believe. Look at, with exception specifically to the civil rights movement, like that one was like, okay, there's a culture change, and then the laws change. I get that, 100%. I see where you're coming from on that, but but outside of that, every other human rights issue ever in history, let's just use slavery. Slavery is just so good. Slavery is like the best one to compare to because it just shows like it gives the right analogies for the mind, body, my choices, and the property and stuff like that. But he's so right, and this is what he's right about. America has stopped evil laws, okay? That's what matters. It doesn't matter what the people say. It doesn't matter what the culture says. It doesn't matter what the majority of people think. Evil is evil objectively outside of what society says, okay? So he's right in the sense of that his ex is not the reason why abortion is legal in this country. We can again, and I'm more of like I'm more radical in the sense of like, okay, yeah, I do believe that women are responsible for their own actions. A lot of them are deceived and misinformed. A lot of them are not. A lot of them know what they're doing. So I usually am pretty hard on it, right? But he is absolutely right. These women are not the reason why abortion is legal in the United States, okay? The reason abortion is legal in the United States is because of our government, point blank period, okay? We have chosen as a nation, aka our government leaders, that we're going to allow this, including our terrible Republican friends that we vote for every single term. Yes, Donald Trump, again, did a great thing for Roe, but he has blatantly said, and you guys can attack me all you want, he has came out and fully supported pro-choice bills explicitly. He's condemned Ron DeSantis' heartbeat bill. He's condemned the Arizona bill. So did Kerry Lake. And he's condemned other pro-life legislations, all right, despite saying that he's okay with the states deciding. It seems to be a contradictory statement to then criticize a state for being too pro-life. Shame on any politician that says such things. Yes, including Donald Trump. Again, look, in 2020 and 2022, I wrote my name right next to him. But let's be real here. Most of these people are fully pro-choice. They're not even pro-life, okay? You can say a lot of good things about a lot of these people. They're not pro-life, okay? This also brings me to my next point, okay? What should be the solution for this? Because he just said the truth, honestly. He said that abortion is legal in the United States because America has allowed it, okay? America has over the course of history stopped evil laws, despite what the public thinks, okay? Even in the 60s, even the civil rights era, most people still, I would say, did not support that. I mean, you saw what was happening. You saw the videos, you saw the pictures, you saw the backlash that the Civil Rights Act got. But even further back, slavery. Most people supported slavery, bro, in the South. I mean, if you disagree with that, then whatever. Okay, whatever. But anyway, despite that, America still abolished it. Okay, it doesn't matter what people say. Okay, it doesn't matter how or why or what. What matters is the truth. Okay, objective morals, objective truth. And ultimately, God tells us that it's wrong to kill an innocent person. It's wrong to kill. Thou shalt not murder. Okay? It's very simple, very straightforward. And despite what society says, that is true. And America has a duty to do it. And if they don't, they will be judged. This nation will be judged for the slaughtering of children. Anyway, keep going, Tyler. I think this only has a little bit left.
We came together and we stopped evil laws. This is an evil law that killed my daughter. Her mother did not kill her. Again, doctors like this man right here, you're not to blame. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and thank you for speaking up, because this is important. And not enough men care enough
That's exactly
to
right.
speak up.
That's exactly
So
right.
thank you. I hugged this man today. I don't know who did this to my daughter. I wish I could ask him, was my daughter beautiful? That's all I want to know. What did her face look like? My daughter matters. And I really hope that everybody remembers Clementine, and I hope you think about Clementine as much as I do. She is loved, and she is not forgotten. And I hope that everybody can keep her memory alive too. Thank you.
That was good. I mean, seriously, like this whole video is gold. It's just it's gold for a lot of reasons. And again, like the language in it's perfect. It should be played everywhere, including including pro-life, maybe pregnancy resource centers and clinics. Seriously, everyone needs to see this video. Yeah, I think you guys have seen the live action videos where they go around doing man on the streets, and then they'll show you a video. They'll ask you whether or not you're pro-life or pro-choice. Person usually say pro-choice. Show them a video. They usually watch the video, maybe what an abortion is or something like that, and then their mind has changed. This video is golden. So I pray that the pro-life movement uses this story to push truth into the world, because ultimately we need things like this. We need stories. We need real people. We need emotion. We need language. We have truth. Okay, we have a lot of history on our side. We have God on our side. We have a lot. Imagine all that coupled with everything I just said, and man, we are a force to be reckoned with. Despite all this, I do believe that the pro-life movement is going to take a lot of L's this election season, sadly, and we've been seeing it over and over again. However, do not lose hope, okay? There is always light at the end of the tunnel, and we serve a good God who loves us and desires more than us for these babies to be protected. Anyway, that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And honestly, I had a lot of fun this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. God bless you guys. Have a good rest of your week and stay safe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And be sure to hit that follow button and that join button if you're here on Rumble. It'll take you over to our local channel where you can further support the show and get access to additional content. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you're listening on, give us a 5-star rating and share with your friends and family. Again, thank you guys so much, and God bless.